I was 5, I believe, or 6 when I gave my life to the Lord. Definitely grew up as the preacher's kid, Pentecostal home, upbringing, very, very charismatic, a lot of fun, but you learn how to kind of quote unquote play church and not as much at times about the relationship as it was. This is just, we do church was kind of, I think, the thought growing up. Looking back, I'm very appreciative of the boundaries that I had growing up. Definitely kept me safe, but there were also some internal struggles I was having that, it didn't matter the environment that I was in at that time. When I was young, probably 7, 8 years old, that was the first time I recognized that there was an attraction to guys and there was an attraction to girls. And there's this wrestle in you that's like, okay, I know that this is wrong, but I don't know what to do with it. And I honestly think had I not been presented with an opportunity, I never would have acted on it. But I was, and that started in high school, probably my junior year. I was outwardly living a, FCA, Bible club, Christian life, and internally struggling, and behind closed doors, struggling. I went to college to play basketball and got into 2 more relationships within those first 2 years. And when I transferred schools, that was the time where I realized that there had to come a point where Jesus was bigger and more important to me than how I felt. And that summer, my dad was preaching at my grandfather's church, and he spoke about, your issues and bringing those before the Lord, laying them on the altar. And that was the day, that was the moment where I said, Lord, I'm laying this down. And I need you, obviously, to work in my life, but I'm making a decision that I'm gonna lay this lifestyle down. And from then it became the faith is my own. And from then it became, it's about relationship. And as that process was happening and I transferred schools, the Lord began to show me that there were strongholds and these thoughts that I had in my mind about friendship and relationship and identity and gender that were lies. A large part of it when you're an athlete and you're more masculine or you're that stereotypical tomboy, you think growing up like, okay, I'm unwanted. I'm so much like them, we're buddies, and you don't feel that love and that attraction and things like that from them. Then you go over into an environment, especially in college, where you're in a situation where a lot of girls are struggling with the same thing. There's a lot of opportunity for relationship. That was my story, but God. The Lord showed me the woman of God He called me to be. I don't have to be some super prissy woman. Liking certain quote unquote girly things is great, and liking more masculine things is fine. That's how He created me. But walking in sexual purity was the standard that I was to uphold. And I think anytime you come out of, whether it's an addiction or stronghold, a lifestyle, it's definitely a process. Becoming more and more like Christ takes time, but he's able. I'm sitting here today, knowing that He's able. Knowing what Christ has done for me, it motivates me. I want what I've been through to be for something for someone else. It's not just about me. My life's not about me, and it's about His glory and being a model, a light, and a mentor to young women who are maybe in the same lifestyle that I experienced or maybe struggling in other ways. Just letting them know, hopefully through my life, even if I never have a direct conversation with them, that your story may not be mine, but if God can do something that miraculous in my life, then you better believe He can do whatever it is in your life. Why would you not want to serve someone that can set you free from your deepest hurts and wounds and challenges? He can and He will, because He's a deliverer. That's His character. And so I think out of that, just knowing what He's done for me, not just on the cross, but what I've seen Him do in transforming my heart, my life, and my mind, of course I want to live for Him and please Him with my life.